Hello. Would you ever consider running for office? You mean ballot boxes and delegates, declaring my candidacy, vote for Pedro running for office? No. No. Never. Not ever. No, I would never consider running for office. Never. I would never run for office. No. For the same exact reason that I would never run from office. What is your take on the whole man or the bear question? The analogy, the little girl, well, I think it started as a little girl and now it pretty much encompasses women in general who, if they were out in the forest, which would they rather encounter? Some random man, a complete stranger, or possibly not even a stranger, or a bear, like a grizzly bear. Which one would they rather encounter? And understandably, the majority of women have chosen the bear. And unsurprisingly, there are all these whining, squealing outcries from a bunch of piggy boys who had their precious egos wounded because of all this. No surprise there. What exactly are you asking me, though? I mean, this question was not designed with me in mind. It doesn't belong to me to answer this. This is for women. Unless, of course, you mean if I were a woman, which one would I choose? In which case, I would choose the bear. Same as everybody else. Even as a man, even as a gentleman, I would still choose the bear. You're out there in the forest. You're deep in the middle of the woods. And you're going to encounter some random man who just happens to be wandering around out there? That could be anybody. That could be Jason Voorhees for all you know. That could be Eddie Dean. It could be Dick Cheney without his eyeglasses, but with his hunting rifle. No, jeez. Why don't you draw cartoons or comic strips anymore? The simplest way to answer your question is, in all honesty, I don't draw cartoons or comic strips anymore because my heart just isn't in it anymore. Whatever part of my own personal magic oversees that particular avenue, drawing, sketching, caricature, that sort of thing, it's just kind of faded away. It's just kind of died off. It's just not there anymore. That's really about all I can tell you. Except to say that what you might hear from others about how if you have a talent, in this instance drawing, and you don't utilize that talent, you don't exercise it, that it will end up diminishing over time, that you will end up losing it. That is true. That is absolutely true. I can personally attest to that. Yeah. My heart just isn't in it anymore. It's just not there. In all honesty, I really don't anticipate drawing really ever again. Can you tell us a story behind the refrigerator? Behind the refrigerator pick of Asian Kyle. You mean that dirty, damn, raggedy old snapshot that used to be on the icebox? That, if we even still have that thing, it would have to be out there on the punk shelf because, hold on a minute, I'll go check. Looky here. We still have this crazy, silly thing. Jeez. Ragamuffin, kind of. Gee. Oh, look at that crease. Yeah, see, that's the thing, but I don't really know the whole story behind this. I only remember a few basic details. This would have been taken back at the time when all the Rockwood boys were still at Centennial High. You could tell this is a high school photograph because it's in black and white. And that's how they trick all the photography students into thinking that they're out there taking cinema verite, film noir, vintage nostalgic photographs, when in fact it's because the district doesn't have the budget to afford color film. So, anyway, I got baby skin Asian Kyle. So, yeah, this was taken back during the days of the RCS. That was the Rose City Skins, which was a baby skin fresh cut youth auxiliary, which had so much potential and so much promise, and then it was just ground into the dirt, turned into nothing, which is a shame. It's really too bad, because if that had been properly mentored and permitted to develop, that would have gone on to have been a really good thing for this city. That's the truth. It's really a shame. But in any case, yeah, at the time, Asian Kyle's skin brother, Gabe, you see that crease? Gabe used to carry this around in the top pocket of his shirt. I don't know why. Camaraderie, skinhead brotherhood, kinship, something like that, I would imagine. And then one day it just got left behind at the house. And it was a decent snapshot then, so it went up on the icebox with a little refrigerator magnet, all like the show flyers and everything. And then, just like when some fool gets drunk and passes out and all the other jackasses grab up a bunch of Sharpies and they go running out there to elf them, everybody started defacing this. And for a while I took a little rubber eraser and I was trying to clean it up. No sooner would I do that, they would come running right back in and making it look worse than it did in the first place. Look at it now. It's like a wall down at the Yam Hill. So I finally figured the hell with it and just left it as it is, and there you go. Yeah, that's about all I can tell you. About this photograph anyway. There is something I can tell you about Asian Kyle himself though. And while it's not a deep, dark secret or anything, I have a feeling it's something that most of you don't happen to know. You see, the baby skin, he used to shave his head back then, and he always did, and he shaves his head to this day. So none of you would know the answer to the question being, what happens when Asian Kyle does not shave his head and lets his hair grow out? Any of you know that? I happen to know only because many years ago, for a stretch of months, there was a time where he didn't shave his head, and he did let his hair grow out. I don't know why, if he was in between barbers, or like myself, or if his electric razor ran down, or he was just being lazy. I don't know what the reason was. But he let his hair grow out for a good couple of months, and I learned the answer to that question. When Asian Kyle does not shave his head and he lets his hair grow out, would you believe it? It grows out into an afro. A full-fledged, full-on afro. Believe it or not. My hand to God. Yeah, it's the damnedest thing. I don't know what kind of follicles he has because, I mean, it's completely natural. It's not like he runs down to the beauty parlor and gets himself a perm. So, yeah, I don't know. It's the craziest thing. You have this little Asian punk rock skinhead running around with an afro. Yeah. Yeah. You look just like some of the black kids you used to see dancing on Soul Train. Huh. What is your earliest memory? I don't remember.